closer to the city itself. Doing things. You see in the distance, still in the farmlands, you do see in the distance what appears to be a large hill. It's not a mountain by any means. It's a hill, but it's big, and there's some buildings on it, including at the very top an old stone castle. You continue moving forwards through these farmlands. That the buildings slowly start to get closer and closer, and those of you who didn't notice before now see, in fact, that every building you see is up on these stilts. There are no buildings that have their foundation set on the ground. As you continue in on this road, it eventually gives way to just sort of more of a... It's not a slum, but it's kind of a slum. Just homesteads built again on these stilts, very close together. Narrow streets, poorly cobbled. You're pretty sure a few of these buildings are like leaning dangerously. It doesn't look to be a very wealthy, at least, area of town. You guys continue walking in, and you do see that the road sort of splits at one point. The road that you're traveling on. You can make your way towards the hill, or continue going sort of southwards, past it, basically.
Do you think we should head to the hill?
I would like to go up the hill, personally.
Kind of like
I want to find out.
You can also see
what kind of families in town.
at this distance. There's not just a castle up there. There are other buildings on the way up, and you can see from where you are that the road sort of slowly twists its way around the hill. And there are buildings and homesteads and things on the way up.
Looking around at the people in town, is there anything like... How to phrase this properly? Anything like incredibly distinctive, like they're all Drakreen or something?
They are
like,
primarily human.
Dragonics was like primarily...
The people that you see are primarily human here.
Okay.
It is... They also look... Pretty much every person you've seen here looks... Their clothing is ratty, and a little bit dirty. They don't look to, maybe get a chance to keep themselves too clean or eat too well. This doesn't appear to be a city with a well-nourished populace, as it were. Words are hard.
Boy, do I feel like an asshole riding into this wearing brightly colored feathers and brightly colored clothing.
I thought that was all the time.
It is, but this is just noticeable. Norrin's gonna look down and feel kind of guilty.
Where is my music?
My brown coat. Good. So what do you guys think? Should we head up to this castle, figure out who's in charge here, or should we go to a tavern?
I'd say we should check in first. I mean, we're here for a purpose.
We're here for a couple of reasons.
Yeah. One of them is just revenge.
So, I think you should take the lead on this one, Garrick. Do you think we should check in, like, head up to this castle and, see who's in charge, or should we, lay low for a bit?
I feel like anybody that might know information about what I need probably wouldn't be in a castle.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Well, I'd like to go out to the castle because I want to try and find out who those people were that just robbed us.
Are you going? You said you are going up to the castle, Norrin?
Yeah, I'd like to.
but the others of you are not.
No.
I look at Garrick and I say, I think we need to go somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
something-
then Garrick looks at Sarn and goes, I feel like the two of us should partner up for this.
I'd agree with that.
Okay. So Norn's going to head up to the castle. Garrick and Zarn are going elsewhere, question mark. Who of the other three
Yes.
of you, where are you going?
I need to follow Garrick and Noran.
I'll go with Lauren.
Norin. Going to the castle? I'll go to the castle.
Okay. So
I like
Norn,
making
Bree, and
nobility
Gax are going
people
to head to
mad.
the castle, while Garrick, Zarn, and Alana are going question mark.
I look at Garrick and kind of like do that like the eye thing where I kind of look at Alana. Like, do you want her to come with us?
Like, you guys don't have to come with me. I'm just going to ask a couple questions about highway security.
In response to Zarn's eye looking, Garrick grabs Alana's hand.
All right.
The question is not, do I want her to come? It's you. You've told me. Do you want to tell her?
Eventually.
All right.
We'll go ahead and do Garrick, Zarn, and Alana first, and you guys split ways. Norin, Bree, and Gax head eastwards towards the hill. The rest of you continue south on this road. Eventually, you get to an area. It's a little less slum-ish, and there appear to start being some like actual businesses as opposed to just homesteads. But it's still run down and ratty. All the buildings still up on these stilts. You have yet to see a single building in this entire town or anywhere near it that is not built on these stilts. What are you looking for?
I guess just a tavern,
Yeah, probably a tavern would be good.
preferably a seedy one again.
Okay. You can find those here. City taverns, not uncommon.
Yeah.
You guys continue to
Bad
make your
part
way.
town.
Yeah, bad town. You guys continue to make your way south a little bit. You get a little ways down. You also notice as you're going, you see in a couple of places, especially near sort of what appear to be maybe like public gathering places of some variety, like cross streets and the like, maybe near sort of what might be a market type of area. There are occasional parchments that have been nailed up to the wall. These parchments have a rendering of a very muscular looking orcish woman holding a bottle, like a vial of some sort, like an alcohol bottle, holding a vial. And on the poster, written in fairly fine script, it simply says, Gillingstons. Oh shit. My vocabulary has left me.
It'll get you fucked up.
Yeah. God damn it. This says Gillingstons. Endorsed by Olora. And all of them are identical. They all have the same thing. You see this like 3 or 4 times as you're walking through. As you get close to what appears to be sort of like the tavern district, you see you see a tavern. It's a rundown sort of like you're looking for a seedy tavern type of place. And then you hear off in the distance, a couple of blocks away, sort of like, yeah, woo, like cheers and yelling and stuff from sort of a crowd that you can now see a couple of blocks away.
Okay, Garrick, do you want to check this out, see what this is? And then we'll come back to the tavern in a second.
Well, actually, we might get more information from whatever's going on there than we might at a tavern, at least for me. Anyway. So,
All right.
Yeah, we should definitely check this out.
Let's go check this out, see what's going on.
Okay, you guys head over the couple blocks. There's a pretty large around this, just sort of a big empty space between some buildings, basically. And as you guys sort of maneuver, make your way up some of the stairs nearby, you can see that there is a fight of some sort happening. It doesn't look to be like a street brawl. Like these people have weapons and armor, and appear to be just going at each other full tilt. Everyone around them is cheering, leading them on. Some clearly cheering for one side, some clearly cheering the other. The two combatants, one of them you see is a human man, pretty burly. He's wearing sort of just sleeveless leather armor. You can see his arms are just utterly massive. And he's wielding just sort of this giant like hammer, basically, that is just swinging recklessly at his opponent, a very muscular, green-skinned orcish woman who is wielding a great axe at the moment, who is parrying each blow and comes around with another one, shink, takes a chunk out of his side. The man sort of...
Ow.
Yeah, it hurts. Clearly, there's blood spewing from the wound. She takes it again, shook, cuts another chunk out of his other side, and the man takes a step and falls to the ground. The crowd just erupts in cheers. Clearly the majority of the crowd was on this woman's side. And then not long after the man falls, it takes maybe a second or two, two individuals in very deep blue robes rush out to his side, cast some sort of magic, which Zarn, you specifically recognize this is divine magic. And the man, his wounds knit and stands back on his feet.
Is this the same? Is this the same orc from the pictures?
You're pretty sure it is, yeah.
Okay.
He stands and you see him sort of nod, puts out his hand to the orc woman. She puts out another hand, big like forearm grip, like well done type thing. And the two of them part ways. Several people in the crowd rush to the two robed individuals. And you can see them exchanging money. You think maybe some bets were made on this. And then most of the crowd begins to disperse.
Garrett lets go of Alana's hand, and walks up to the orcish woman.
You trying to get to her in particular?
Yeah.
Okay, she's pretty easy to find. There's not a lot of orcs in this city, and she's tall, very distinctive. You make your way up to her. What are you going to say?
Well, he's gonna wait until she's actually like not talking with someone, and tap her on like, how tall is she? Like, would he be reaching up, or were they kind of same height? Or...
Let me check.
Because Garrick's 6'1".
6'1". Let me see.
How tall is Zarn?
She is, she's taller than you. Not like a ton, but she's taller than you. Like 3 or 4 inches.
Okay. So, he like taps her on the shoulder. And
Yes.
It's an interesting fight you just had. Kind of mad I missed it.
You caught some of it, it would seem.
Caught the ending.
That's the important bit for me.
Oh yeah, I got a good chunk of change out of that. I may have a little bit more for you, for a little bit of information.
Is that so?
Yes. I'm actually in town